So happy today that we have a great interview.
Yes, we do.
Can I say it? Summertime. It's
And the living
summertime.
is
Yeah, it's
easy.
summertime. Who do we got with us today, my friend?
Ladies and gentlemen across the country and across the world that is watching right now, you are in for a treat. This young lady happens to work with me at Claremont High School in San Diego, California, but her history and her expertise is second to none, and we just had to have her on the Wake Up Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Summer Williams, better known as Miss Williams. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so excited to be on the show and just be a part of this community. This is awesome.
Summertime.
He's really
And
singing
the
today.
living is easy.
Sing it.
Hey, Summer, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm
Good
just,
morning, y'all.
I'm just gonna ask the question. I just want to ask: is your brother and sister winter, spring, and
And
fall?
fall.
No, they are not. They definitely are not. There are no other seasons in my family. It was just me.
Okay, so
Right.
tell me, did you ever ask your parents why did they name you Summer?
I did. I know
Well,
too.
what would they say to you?
So my mom said that she knew I was going to be a happy baby.
Hmm.
Um, and so when she thought of happiness, when she thought of the summertime, so she wanted to name me Summer.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Yeah.
that name is very befitting, and I say that from having worked with her. But before I
Hmm.
actually knew who she was, I would see her on campus because I'm
Uh-huh,
always ripping around all over the
uh-huh.
campus, and she would always be so lively and always smiling. I was like, "Who is this new person on our campus?" And lo and behold, it's the one and only y'all. She is an amazing, amazing, amazing teacher, a dance teacher, very accomplished, I
So,
must
so I
say.
bet you when you saw her, you was like, "You brought the sunshine."
Yeah,
You,
everything is a song today. Okay, we'll
you
say
know, I'm
that.
just like, it's summer.
Right,
It's summer, and I'm feeling
See, it
so
and
makes you happy.
special.
right, and we're in
Yes,
the summer.
yes, and she got that smile that just lights up a
That's her
room.
all the time.
Summertime.
Let's talk about it. How did you start dancing? At what age did you start dancing?
Okay, so this is actually a really great story for your show. So I like started dancing on my fireplace when I was like 3. Um, so that was the beginning,
Right.
right? But then, in terms of like actually training and taking classes, I was about 8, and my dad is a pastor, and my dad was like, all right, if we're going to pay this money and you want to dance, then you have to dance at church.
Uh
Like
oh.
you have to transfer it over. So I was like, okay, sure. So they let me start taking like tap, which tap is my favorite if anybody knows
Yes.
me. When I was like 8 years old, and then I started taking ballet and everything. I lived at the studio, right? Um, and then I would do liturgical dance at church, and so then I got into that and flags and streamers and
Yes.
a little bit of miming, and so that has honestly just stuck with me my entire life. And look at me now.
So let me
Wow.
ask you a question. Where are you from originally?
From well, I grew up in Paris, California.
Okay.
If anybody knows where that is.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I went to Berkeley, so I know Paris very well. But I
Okay.
know you talk about Paris down here. I'm thinking Pittsburgh up north. You're talking about Paris right over there around San Bernardino
Yeah,
area.
like
Okay.
Riverside
Inland
Yeah,
Empire.
yeah.
Peninsula.
Hmm.
Yes. In the IE-ish.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And who's your daddy?
His name is Benjamin Briggs.
Okay,
Pastor
okay.
Pastor Benjamin
Briggs.
Yeah,
Briggs.
Pastor Briggs. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, his church is Greater Light Community Church in
Okay.
Paris.
All
Wow.
right.
So when did you start? Did you dance in college? Let's talk about going from the kid dancing in the church because we all started in
Hmm.
church singing, playing. How did it start
Yes,
evolving from there?
absolutely. So I definitely found like it was a passion and a talent,
Hmm.
and it grew and grew. Trained all through school, middle school, high school. Then I went to SDSU, go
Go
Aztecs,
Aztecs.
and I became a dance major. So my bachelor's is in dance,
Wow.
um, and then I got a minor in business because my goal was one day I'm going to open a dance business, which I've done, but we'll get there.
Right.
And so I trained at the university, graduated from there, and then I took this awesome internship I kind of found it in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
at this place called Dance Place. And it's like a studio slash theater slash grant writing facility. And so I jumped into that. I was, 22, moved away from home, never lived outside of Cali. That was kind of scary. There was
Right. I'm
snow.
sure.
Um, I lived there and I grew so much as an artist, training and things like that, but also like as a dance educator and just like, oh, these are all the things I can do with this now
Yes.
that I'm, out of the academic setting. And so I lived there for a while. Then I came back to San Diego and I started working at studios. My very first teaching job was when I was 18 years old at Culture Shock. My very first teaching job. And now I'm much older. I'm in my 30s.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, it kind of just evolved from there. I was really good at teaching. I grew up in a family of teachers, and I always said I will never be a teacher. I just saw my mom. I'm like, no, I'm not grading papers. That's not for me.
Right.
But then I found a way to tie those passions, and I started teaching a lot of dance. I was performing a lot. I did some summer intensives at Debbie Allen's, and that was eye-opening.
Stop right there.
Okay.
Let's stop back.
If you want fame,
With who? The what?
With Debbie Allen, yes.
if you want fame,
The choreographer
This is
for
where
the
you earn it.
Academy Awards and the famous lady for Fame, the TV show and movie.
Yes. So that, I mean, just all those experiences were amazing. I remember we did West Side Story, and like our choreographer was like one of the original West Side Story dancers. Just so rich, like training under these amazing people who have so much to give you.
Okay,
and they don't, I mean, they are on you too. Like you're going to get it right.
okay, but let me ask about this rumor that I heard.
What rumor? You got another rumor?
I got a rumor.
You always got a rumor.
About Summer. Summer, I heard that Debbie Allen came in one day and challenged you to a dance off, and you backed down. True or not true?
Who told you that?
I don't know who told him that.
Is it true or not true?
I'm going to say that's not true.
Okay. So Debbie never called you out.
She never asked me for a dance off. No.
Okay. But she did come in and show you that she could still do it, right?
Oh, she always comes in and shows she can still do it. Yes. Always. So, yeah.
So, when you were growing up, what was your nickname?
Honestly, most people call me Summer. My immediate family, they have some nicknames. I don't know if I should. They call me, my brothers call me Books.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from.
Okay, Boots.
Okay.
All
You're
right.
not my brother, so you can't say it.
Right. Come on.
Wait, I'm a brother in the Lord. Brother in the Lord.
Yeah, and some people call me Some.
Some?
People do call me
And some call her Miss Williams.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'm a big fan of tap, and
Me too.
I'm a tapper myself. You know what I'm saying?
He tapped when the music is going.
That's right. See, you got that. You
Right,
follow me
right.
right there. I tap right. Hey,
Right, you do.
Yeah, I
Right.
do. But no, I've always liked tap. Tell me,
Me too.
because it's an African American art form that we really don't see a lot of anymore being celebrated. How are you keeping tap alive?
Oh, I am absolutely keeping it alive, and it is being celebrated. So we want to get it out there even more, because actually May 25th was National Tap Dance Day. We had a huge event at the World Beat Center with over 200 people, and so I am actively in our San Diego community teaching the history of it, connecting with other artists to collaborate in a bigger and bolder way than even just one person can do. So those are some things I'm doing so like I said, we just had that event. I'm over the summer, we're doing a series of classes. So if anybody's listening and they want to learn to tap,
Your granddaughter.
literally every week you can take beginning tap, no matter what your age is, intermediate, advanced tap. And then just really sharing it and performing it, whether it's at our rec centers, like our Parks After Dark events this summer. We'll be
Hmm.
performing and exposing people, whether it's through our public school system and teaching it. I have about 40 pairs of tap shoes that students can borrow.
Hmm.
Um, so when we actually go out and outreach to schools, so any way that we can share it and bring awareness to it, um, is amazing. We actually just performed with the Urban Business Poverty Initiative.
Hmm.
We went and performed at their event at the Croc a couple of weeks back,
Hmm.
and presented there. So just getting it out there and exposing people to it is so important. And this coming weekend, as you were mentioning, Debbie Allen will be performing at the Hollywood Tap Festival with Debbie Allen and the Syncopated Ladies who are hosting it. So really just getting kids exposed, giving them
Yes.
opportunities.
Wow.
That's what it's all about.
I'm gonna start calling you Summer Tap Tap. So tell me this. People are listening. People have children.
Hmm.
If they want to learn tap or to come and take classes from you, how can they connect with you? How do they find you? I have a very talented granddaughter that can do pretty much anything and don't do no wrong in my eyes. Until I can see it.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. So yes, you can connect to us on our website or our social. It is Rapatap. That's RAPATAP. Rapatap. That's the name of it. And you can find us online. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, but RAPATAP. And our cute story about where did we get Rapatap? It is named after Bill Bojangles Robinson, which was a very famous tap dancer.
Hmm.
So that's where the name of the business came from.
See, look at
Now,
Bill Bojangles, and they got Bojangles chicken out there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Now, let's talk about your work at Claremont High School because Claremont High School is traditionally more the body of Caucasian and
Mhm.
persuasion, but you've merged all these young people from different races together. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's been really beautiful. This was my first full year, well, my first year at Claremont High School,
Yes,
a new experience. Um, and I really came in just with the idea of like exposure.
yes,
Like I want you to try things, right?
yes.
And you don't have to be an expert at anything, but I want you to try it and have an appreciation for it.
Hmm.
And that is really what I came in with. We watched dance, we learned about different dancers, and I'm very big on representation and education.
Hmm.
Right, so we're gonna see a Debbie Allen, we're gonna see a Jose Limon, we're gonna see women and men, and we're gonna see an array of people that look and represent what's in this classroom,
That's awesome.
so that you can create connections and see where your possibilities are.
Right.
And then it was like, all right, now we're gonna try all this. So we're gonna learn swing dance, but we're also gonna learn some ballet, and then now we're gonna learn some hip hop, and just creating that culture of experimentation and of appreciation. Like it doesn't have to be what I do, but I can appreciate the value in what it is. And I really think that the kids got it.
Oh
I mean, I
yes.
really do think that they got it.
Oh
And by
yes.
the end of the year, they were just like, they didn't want to leave the space, right? Because
Right.
it was just a place of like love
Hmm.
and teamwork. I mean, people
Acceptance.
who, yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Hmm.
Everybody was accepted,
Hmm.
and everybody felt included. And when you have students feel that way, then they're willing and able to learn and try anything, right? If
Right.
you create that environment, they'll go for it. And that's what we did.
And we're thankful to have um, Miss Carly, our principal, Ruben Hoffman, and Miss Weber, the administration at that school. Because I must say, Claremont High School is a breath of fresh air. They are advocates of they want the arts. You have Heidi Fulton, who's a
Yes.
regular viewer on here, supporter. She's an advocate for dance, for theater, because she works with the theater, band. They're looking at starting a choir. So anybody want a nice school with about 800 students where there's support, Claremont is a great school, and I'm saying that, and people know I don't just say stuff just to say it, but it's a great place, and the arts was one thing that the kids were starting to miss because the districts start taking money from the wrong places, in my opinion. But a school like Claremont is now allowing young people to have a safe space and a place for creativity.
And this commercial for Claremont High School is brought to you by Robert Earl Dean.
Yeah, who has been there for 10 years and counting.
Yes, but I
So,
agree with him 100%. I totally agree.
so one of the things about it is that I have a history of working with Claremont, so I do know that I went to Madison and Claremont, Madison, Kearney,
Kearney,
were all kind of like
that's their
rivals,
clusters.
but all in the same area. It's good to see that there's some color coming
Yes.
to Claremont and that they're accepting new energies and things of that nature. Let me ask you this question: Are you a permanent staff member there, or do you travel to different schools?
I'm a permanent staff member there.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
And so
Nobody can take her. She is with Claremont. So if your kids want to come to a school to do it on a regular basis, come to Claremont.
well, don't say that because we might be able to offer her something that might make her want to leave.
I don't think
We had a couple of thousand, about ten
Yeah, but
thousand
she
dollars
gets
on her
you
salary.
get wonderful insurance and all that good
No,
stuff.
no, I'm just talking about if another school offered her $10,000 in the Santa Unified School District
Oh,
to move on.
goodness.
You know what I'm saying? I think we can.
She's a Christian.
influence
She's a Christian like us. She knows when God. She knows when God places you a place that you stay there until He changes you. So I'm sure that she prays and she has a connection with God like us, and that
I
she
think
don't
with-
she don't lean to her own understanding.
I think the Lord be like, "Oh," she said, "Oh, look at the blessing.
Yeah.
Got my blessings."
But He'll say now is not the time because timing is everything.
So here's the thing: you got to watch Dr. Dean because Dr. Dean will be like keeping everybody there until he retire. Then once he retire, he'll be like, "Oh, y'all go wherever y'all want to go now, but don't let them do that to you." Don't Anyway,
I love my school,
Okay, but
and
there's
she
no offers on the table right now.
but
Don't
she
worry.
knows how I feel about Claremont because we were just together at the principal's house, fellowshipping and having a good time. It's a nice,
you got to
nice
go to the
small environment.
principal's house.
Vice principal. We were at the vice
Oh,
principal.
y'all got to go to the vice principal's
Yes,
house.
and then the next day I was at the principal's house with the
What?
few people
Oh,
from
my.
from the main office.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
it's a nice culture with the academies and
Okay.
the different things with Mr. Sparks, who has $1 million
Okay, we still with the commercial?
videography place.
Okay.
Well, this is the interview,
I'm
so
just trying to find
we're
out.
encompassing everything that
But I want to
Claremont
go back to
offers.
Summer. Can we go to Summer?
Yes, she's a part of Claremont.
Okay, so Summer, back to you. So, did you ever think about moving back to Paris or doing something out in your home city? Let's talk
Yes,
about that.
I have thought about that. I haven't moved back. We bought a house 2 years ago, and I have the business, and so that is a little hard to make a full move, at least at this point in our lives. However, I do collaborate a lot with my mom. My mom runs a nonprofit. It's called Enhance the Gift Ministries, which is like a performing arts center, and it's faith-based.
Wow.
And it's amazing. And so I partner with her a lot. And I will teach, like, they're doing like an African dance and drumming camp this summer, or so I'll be down there for that. And so there's a lot of things I do in partnership, and I'll go down for the summer, or I'll go down and teach workshops. I still am involved in my family's church, so sometimes I'll come down and dance for services, do liturgical dance, things like that. So I'm definitely still involved in the community, although I don't live there as much as I can go home. And we've talked about opening a second location for my studio back home. It hasn't happened yet, but
Right.
it is something we've discussed.
That's awesome.
Or maybe, partnering with my mom and like renting out her space or doing something like that, because she has a beautiful like 3,000 square foot space back in Moreno Valley, California. And so, yeah, there's definitely some connections to home for sure.
Well, I'm gonna suggest, because of the anointed woman of God and man that's in Paris, that they hook up with Claremont Anointeds and have Robert Earl Dean come down and do a whole singing a thing. You going with the dance and everything like that. Miss Heidi going with the preach word. Y'all be all right.
Yes, and she's gonna do some stuff with the San Diego State University Diamonds with Bree Jones.
Okay.
The Diamonds came to the school for a pep rally and turned it upside down, and they were able to talk about it. So there's some great things coming up, and we're gonna be working on a gospel concert at Claremont that you'll be a part of, Dr. LT and God Radio. Coming up for the day before Easter, we're going to do a outdoor gospel concert. So all of us working together, we're going to get the good news of Jesus Christ out while yet celebrating the arts, because the arts are very, very important. Even some of the kids who we would call as kind of difficult to work with, when you put them at a table with art, they become somebody else. You put them in a play, you let them sing, you let them dance, they become people that we knew they could be. So the arts are very, very important.
Yes, absolutely.
Any final words that you would like to share about your program, yourself? Who did your braids? Who you bought your house with? Because you said we bought a
Let's
house.
talk about her
Yeah,
husband,
yeah.
of your family.
Yes, yeah, let's talk about my family. So I have an amazing husband. His name is Michael. He is actually in education too. He works at CPMA Middle School.
Yep.
And he's a paraeducator. He works with our medically fragile students. So he has a big heart and does a lot of hard work.
Hmm.
And then I have an amazing 5-year-old, 5-year-old going on 20-year-old
Right.
named Kadeem, and he's the sweetest kiddo. And just he's mama's boy for sure. And so they're my rock. I love them so much. And yeah, that's my immediate family here, but I also have 2 brothers and of course my mom and my dad, lots of friends. Scott was our realtor and one of our best friends. He was a groomsman in the wedding. And
Wow.
he's fantastic. So if you need a realtor, please let me know. And yeah, just those are kind of me things. I think we summed it all up, but I'm just really happy and blessed to be able to do what I do,
What you love to do.
and share
Hmm.
my craft. This weekend is my studio's big end of the year recital. We have 140 students performing this
Wow.
weekend at CPMA Middle School.
Where
So when I
is
get
your
off of here,
studio?
I'm going straight to work.
Where is your studio?
That's a great question. My studio is in Claremont. It is in Claremont. It's about 5 minutes from Claremont High School.
What?
So yeah. So if you're familiar with Balboa Avenue,
Yes.
you're a San Diego person, you know Balboa, and there's that big shopping center with Target and Vaughn's and all those places. I am right there. I'm right behind Vaughn's.
Okay, so you're
That's
Um,
by
right
a watch
behind.
company, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's
yeah.
right,
On
but
that same
I
side
know
by a watch
exactly
company.
where she is and
Yes.
everything like that. See,
I'm actually right next to, like, if you know where that new high tech high school is, that
yeah.
Yes.
used to be Horizon
Hmm.
Yes.
a long time ago. That's right where I am. That's where
Okay.
it is.
7-Eleven is right there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like across the street from 7-Eleven on the other
Okay.
side.
So you're not really in back of Vines. You're on the far end,
Yes.
Yeah,
closer
yeah,
closer to
yeah.
Mount Abernathy.
Yes, yes.
See,
Yes, I'm close to that.
Say,
I
yes,
feel like
yes.
people know Vaughn.
Yeah. See. We know the area because we're based in Claremont and everything else
Got
that
it.
nature, Kearney Mesa. So we got you on that
hmm
one.
Got
That
it.
that's really
And a lot
cool.
of people know Maritza's because their food is amazing.
Yeah.
We're next door to Maritza's.
Okay.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
go
I
try
usually say.
Maritza's. I'm gonna go try Maritza's.
Okay. And so how much are classes? If I wanted my grandbaby to take tap or dance or hip hop from you, how much are classes?
Yes. So we have a monthly payment system. So you get 4 classes per month, and
Mhm.
that is $62 a month, which is extremely reasonable.
Very
Um,
reasonable.
and yeah, and you can sign up for a whole month, or you can sign up for a whole semester. You could even drop in and just try one class. So it's
Mm.
totally open. And the summer is great because in the summer we have a very short 5-week session. So if you just kind of want to get your feet wet, like
Hmm.
I want to try it out, you could just do the 5 weeks,
Mhm.
and then see if it's something you want to do, in the school year a little more long term, or if you're like, okay, I got to try it.
All right, all
Yeah.
right. Well, very exciting. Another black-owned business here in the city of
Yes.
San Diego.
Awesome.
Yes.
We are all over the place, and we
Hmm.
thank God for a black-owned, woman-owned,
Christian.
Christian-owned. Summer bringing the smile,
Educator.
ever
Hmm.
educated. God,
Aztec.
yes, all of
Yes.
Go Aztecs.
Yes.
All those good things, and I think one of the biggest accolades that I can give you is that you are a friend of Robert Earl Dean.
She's awesome. We're
Thank
so blessed to have her.
Oh
I
my
mean, it's
goodness.
just a blessing. I really, really do feel that. And tell Debbie Allen we said to come on the show someday.
Okay.
All right.
With that
Sure
being
will.
said, ladies and gentlemen, this is none other than the incomparable Miss
Summer
Summer Williams.
Williams, yes.
Her school is called Rat-a-tat. That's it?
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Rap-a-tap.
Rat-a-tap.
Rat-a-tap.
R-A-P. Rap-a-tap.
Okay,
Rap-a-tap.
Rap-a-tat. Hold on. Is it www?
Yes. www.rapatap arts. A-R-T-S. Arts.
.com or .org?
Yes. .com.
Okay, so I'm gonna get it right because I'm putting it in the feed now. www.ratat.
R-A-P, like
P.
rap,
Okay.
like yo-yo.
Okay. Oh, look,
P as in Paul.
Notice she didn't say like yo. Okay, so
trying to help
RAP
you.
like in Paul, like rap. ATAPARTS.com.
Yes, you got it right.
Go ahead,
Well,
Doc.
all right. Okay, I just put up in the feed. Y'all go check this wonderful dance school
And
out.
get your young
and this
people involved. You saying your
amazing-
kid don't want to do nothing? Dance is always a good option.
Yes. You can move with the groove anytime when you get with Miss Williams, Summer Williams, right
Yes.
here on GOD Radio 1. We're going to get back to some more great gospel music. This is none other than Brian K. Cook. The song is called I Give Everything, right here on GOD Radio 1.
.com.